you have thoughts? Things you want to tell the camera? So I'm reading for the first time the Princes of Sin series by Kerri Maniscalco. I received the ARC for book 3. Obviously that means I need to read them all. Someone recommended that it might be a good reading vlog, which I've never done before. Figured I'd give it a try. Come read with me. Thoughts on Throne of the Falling. Book 1. First of all, this cover is absolutely incredible. And now that I know where it came from, I love it even more. This is my second book by her. I read Stalking Jack the Ripper. I liked it, but didn't love it. It was a good book, right? This one, so much better. Huge fan. Envy is so fun. Oh my god. Man's envious. Well named. Perfect sin. Yep. Well paired. Well paired. Well done. I loved it. Camilla is such a good pairing for him. I loved the way that she got invested, got involved, and had her own thoughts and secrets coming on. So good. This one was fun because it's called Throne of the Fallen. I don't want to spoil things, but I get why it's called that now. Very interesting. And I love that she was able to help with that a little bit. I think her secrets were very unexpected. Very fun. Very much enjoyed that. Envy's secrets really, really took the cake, I think. I really loved watching him get just floored by her. Because, he's a demon and he's one of the princes of sin. So he's supposed to be, better, right? Oh yeah, I'm better than everyone. I'm stronger. I keep secrets, blah blah blah. Girly Girl had a whole other level, and that was fun. That was fun to watch. That was fun to experience. And I just generally really like them together. I am a big fan of couples that taunt and tease and poke at each other in books. I think it's so fun. I think it makes for a great read. I really enjoyed this one. So I'm very much looking forward to getting into book 2, Throne of Secrets. We'll see how that one goes. If it's anything like this one, I'm going to have a great time. So stay tuned. It's a reading vlog, so feels like maybe I should share my thoughts. I loved this. Book 1 was good. Don't get me wrong. Book 2 blew it out of the water. I was so invested in this one. Holy crap. The rivals to lovers in here. Oh, so spicy. So teasing. So many taunts. And oh, I loved it. So well done. The romance and spice in here, I am a fan. Big fan. We'll just leave it at that. Very enjoyable. The plot of this one, yeah, I get it, right? We all know going into, this series and the books and whatever, that it's going to be centered around an individual prince of sin. Obviously, there's going to be some sort of, mystery, something they have to do, whatever. I did not anticipate this being so different from book to book. It's not the same story, just, slightly tweaked. Totally different concept, totally different premise, totally different prince, totally different love interest. And I was sucked in reading this. I read most of it last night. Sorry, did not videotape it. Husband was doing things on the TV. We were busy. But I did not want to put this book down to go to bed. Holy crap. The way that this all threaded together, so good. Oh my god. It's called Throne of Secrets, and oh boy, are there secrets. I kind of thought I knew where some of it was going, had some inklings on maybe some people or whatever. Did not see the whole overarching thing though. I missed a huge piece, and it was so good. Y'all, if you have not read this series yet, highly recommend. The way that Gluttony thirsts for her, like he is hungry for her. It is so good. Unfortunately, I am not an annotator, so finding the pieces that I want to reference is I should have done this another way. Maybe I should have found this before I started talking about it. My bad. I mean, first of all, the fact that even when they're deeply in love, he still calls her his rival because she just like pushes him on everything. So good. But this last line. Perhaps I'll bring you to your knees tonight, your highness. I've never heard a more seductive threat, and welcome to my demise. You can try, but don't think I'll make it easy on you. May the best heathen win. Mm-hmm. Ah, so good. Oh my god. Oh. But the best part about finishing this is that it's the middle of the day Saturday, which means turns out I can't grab the book because my phone is sitting on it. My bad. I have time to move on to book 3, Throne of Nightmares, which I was lucky enough to get sent an ARC of. God knows how, but I am so thankful for it. Stay tuned. We're moving on to book 3. I'll try and keep it spoiler free because it's not released yet. We're not here for spoilers. We're not that kind of account. But see if we can get you a little peek-see into how much you're going to enjoy that one. See you guys. Hello again. Guess what we're jumping into? I'm so excited. So a couple of notes. As you can see, this is not the cover that's been put out for the next series or the next book. It says Liber Noctum. I did not take Latin in high school, so I'm not totally sure what that means, but I'm gonna take a guess. Something about like free night, maybe, or something. I guess we'll find out why that's on the cover, but this one is Throne of Nightmares. Beware of waking the gods. Their dreams are often our nightmares. Which, the heck does that mean? Waking the gods. Gods. Have we met gods in this series before? I didn't think we met any gods or knew about them. I know there's a lot of like teasing from the demons about like, and they're like, oh God, it's like, oh no, like, that's me. But like, I guess maybe there's gods in here now. I don't know. I also don't know who this one is about. Okay, so this one, we're keeping this spoiler free, but Throne of Nightmares. This one is about Prince Sloth, the bookish and introspective demon prince who knows knowledge is the deadliest weapon and whose court is an enchanted library. Hot. I mean, yeah. A whole court with a library, I would move into there in a hot second. Like, yeah, sold. So we're getting into Sloth this time. So the dedication for this one is for the bookworm who dreams of falling into the pages of their favorite fantasy world. This one is for you. Oh, I love that. Yeah, I would love to fall into the book pages of my favorite fantasy world. Can I fall into this fantasy world actually? Like, get me in here. Villains in stories proclaim all the glory until they meet a foe more wicked than sweet and suddenly find their hearts stumbling a beat. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm not going to tell you too much. But I'm about to get into it. Let's go. Quick note. It's like a prologue where it's kind of giving like the backstory of like the seven circles and like the princes and like, you know, introduction in case it's been a while since you've read. And in this one, it's so there's a line, it's like, then there are the darker stories that speak of their violence and their cunning in battle. Most worry about the Prince of Wrath, but the wisest recognize it's the quiet, watchful ones who pose the greatest threat. I mean, okay. Sloth, I think, is definitely considered one of the quiet, watchful ones. Should I be worried? Is this a little hinty in the book of what it's going to be about? I'm not even on page 1. I'm looking forward to this. I'm sorry. This quote, though. Books hold the power to break worlds and remake them, and Prince Sloth has studied them with a singular focus. I love that so much. And the fact that the segue is from like the, background to the prologue, as the wisest of mortals have said, be careful what you wish for. It might just come true. Oh, yeah. I'm really going to enjoy reading this one. Brilliant. That's where the cover comes from. So good. Just such a good line. And then I'd become every nightmare the myths claimed my kind to be, and more. How sloth was docile until provoked. Then we waged war with cold, brutal efficiency. Oh, I'm gonna like this one. My house was one without mercy, and I aimed to remind those foolish enough to cross me just how vicious I could be. Oh, so good. And now we really get into it. Part 1. Once upon a time. Alright, so I'm not trying to spoil anything. I know if you are watching this that you probably really like this series and you're probably really looking forward to this book. So, just to set expectations, because this is a reading vlog, but I also have no interest in spoiling this for any of you. I will post like facial reactions or like, oh my god, or things like that. You won't be getting any context about what's in the book, what's going on, what you can expect, anything like that, just because not that type of place. This is not the right location for that. I really am. I don't want to give out spoilers. I think that you should be able to experience the book on your own and get to go through all of the emotions on your own, figure out what it's about on your own. Glad you're here, and let's dive into book 3 together. Just a hilarious little thing. She's taking a bath, and his main focus is on the hardwoods, not the naked girl in the bathtub, which is just hilarious. She closed her eyes and sank back, letting the water slosh over the sides of the tub again. She was an absolute menace to the hardwoods. I fought the urge to grab a towel and clean it up. I love that that's where his focus is. Being a main character is exhausting. Yeah, same. Sometimes I wish I was not the main character in my own story so I could just chill out and relax. Okay, some quick thoughts so far on how this is going. I am absolutely loving and cackling over Lauren Sloth. Like, oh my god, they are hilarious. She is just needling him and teasing him and taunting him and making fun of him. And she basically has like no reverence whatsoever towards him, and it is hilarious. I am so here for it. Right now, she's teasing him for basically like not showing emotions. And she's designing a tattoo in her head for him that just says felt my feelings. Because like he doesn't show emotions. And the two of them are so funny. She is just so uncaring of the fact, this famous wicked prince, she just does not care. And she just can't help herself but be a menace and sassy and comment on everything. And I am so here for it. 3 very different relationships. And I really like that. I like that there is an intentionality to make these feel different. It's not just a different setting or a different prince, but it's a different plot, it's a different dynamic in the relationships. Every single one has a unique aspect to it, which is making it really fun to read. I also love that Laura, the main character, she's a romance reader. So there's moments of sort of breaking the fourth wall almost in this book where she's kind of she's sort of like reflecting on what she's doing and what she's going through and comparing it to the romance novels she loves to read. And especially, it seems like she reads like darker romance novels. So there are these moments where she's like, ah, yes, like in one of my romance books, like in one of my romance novels, and it feels almost like breaking the fourth wall. She's not necessarily talking to us, but it still feels like the fourth wall is being broken because she's talking about the kind of novel that I'm reading, that she's in. So it feels very funny and it matches her irreverent personality. Like it feels very right for her. It's just funny to have a main character in a book that has some spice, some tension, some, typical romantasy features, right? And to have the character in the book be talking about some of the hallmarks of this kind of book and things that she's read that are similar, and oh wow, like this moment is so similar to a book that I read, or wow, I'm in this book and like I feel like I'm that main character in the book I read, and this would be a moment in a book that, would translate, but she is in a book because we're reading about it. But obviously, she doesn't know she's in a book because the story that we're reading is not like, my brain's glitching a little bit right now. She's reading books about this, and so she's comparing her life to a book, but her life is a book because we're reading the book about her life. Boom. Fuck yeah. They finally did it. And oh my god, the way it happens and that tension. Oh, I. Mm-hmm. She'd spoken of the gods, and for a fleeting moment I might have considered myself wholly devout instead of the sinner I was. Yes, please. Oh my god. What the fuck are you? He rasped. Your darkest fucking nightmare. Lore? Stepping. Oh my god. Lore right now? Y'all are gonna love her. I can't decide though if I want her to, like, if I'm worried about her or if I'm like, hell yeah. I don't know whether to cheer for her or worry about her. But I love her. Oh no. No, 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 no. Y'all. No. No. You guys. I'm worried. I'm very worried. Okay, this definitely just took a twist I did not see coming. And I'm worried. Wait, what? 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 I know, Tazzy. What? What? I know I can't, but I'm confused too. I can't believe it either. Do you have thoughts? Things you want to tell the camera? Wait, what do they mean? You guys, this book, so good. I have a chunk left. A chunk. And I am already thrown for loops. I am what? Wait, so that's how this all started? That's no. 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 Not you. You're okay. But the book. The book, though. The book, no. Shit's starting to get real good. So I'm pinning this on here because the fuck? What do you mean? What? How? What? Way more cunning than anything. Beware the waking of the gods. Beware the waking of the gods. Beware. What? Is she? Wait. Is she? No, it's not. No, that can't be true. Beware the waking of the gods. Their dreams are often our nightmares. I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense. It's time. No. Okay, y'all, I'm settling in because I can't not. I need to know. Yes, absolutely. Oh my god. The sass. Oh my god. Wait, is that? Y'all, I think we got a hint as to who the next book is about and what it is. Wow. That was so good. Holy crap. I need to process that